Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 7 of the Kolskor Marble Championship. We are once again taking to Warriors Gauntlet for the penultimate event of the Season 7 B Division. Multiple sections in this track, starting with that regular track section, then that split section with multiple pathways to go down, followed by the off-road section here, and then once we pan to it, finally that obstacle section that's going to be quite difficult to traverse. We saw this in the A Division last time, so here is how our B Division marbles will take to it. Currently, Frostbite is at the top of the standings with Hive just behind them there. Circus and Pallet making up the rest of that top four. So let's see how this event goes. First up, Turtle, Lavender, Dynamite, and Circus. Down they come. Lavender take the lead with Turtle there in second. Dynamite and Lavender take the left side. Let's see how it goes. Contact between Turtle and Lavender, which Turtle wins. Lavender's taking a large lead here, although Turtle and Dynamite are both making it up. Lavender's going to get through, but Dynamite gets stuck there. I think after a collision with Turtle. And Turtle will take that second free spot in the semi-finals. That was quite interesting to see what happened there. Lavender had the lead, very nicely done. They got away with it here. Dynamite went too high on that bumper, and contact there with Turtle got them stuck. They were freed by Circus, but that is a large mistake to make in this B Division. And it will end with Lavender and Turtle moving on. Next up, Orc, Hive, Mess, and Crystal in Heat 2. Down they go. Mess and Hive seem to be taking the lead here. Hive on that right side loses out to Mess on the left. They make a nice overtake there on Crystal and Orc. Mess has got quite a large lead here. Crystal back into second place, but Hive then takes it from on the opposite side. It's close, but Hive manages to hold the second place spot and will move on with Mess to the semi-finals. Here's that move by Hive on both Crystal and Orc. Looked to be sizing up that opening before making a nice charge, and then they held it. Was pretty close at the end, but Crystal couldn't capitalize on Hive's slight mistake there. Mess a comfortable win. Mess and Hive move on. Heat 3, Sky, Caramel, Wisp, and Frostbite. Down they go. Caramel out to the lead with Sky behind them. Wisp and Frostbite taking the left path. Through the off-road section, Caramel takes the lead with Frostbite behind. Frostbite seems to be making this overtake here on the closest side. Can they hold it? Yes, they can. But Wisp and Caramel have trouble, and Sky sneaks past from fourth. My goodness. That was quite fortunate for Sky there. Quite the battle here for the top three, but once they got to those final bumpers, only Frostbite made it through, and just barely as well. Caramel and Wisp, meanwhile, seem to have bottled that, with Sky sneaking past to take the other spot in the semi-final. And the final heat, Panthetherra, Strigidae, Dragonfly, and Pallet. Down they go. Strigidae into the early lead, with Dragonfly at the early on taking the left path. Seems like that's worked out pretty okay. They've ended up in third there, with Panthetherra taking the lead. Dragonfly trying to make a move there, but Strigidae is the one who gets past. Close between these top three, but Panthetherra loses out as Strigidae and Pallet make better moves on that final bumper. And Strigidae and Pallet are the ones who move on. Very close final section here, except for Dragonfly, who just fell behind. Strigidae and Pallet both shadowing Panthetherra here, looking for that opening, and they get it on the bumper. They both take it, streak past, and Panthetherra will be eliminated along with Dragonfly. Strigidae and Pallet move on to the final. Taking a look at the standings, 8th through to 16th. 9th through to 16th, sorry. Panthetherra, Crystal, Orc, Wisp, Dragonfly, Caramel, and Circus, and Dynamite there with a plus 20-second time, of course, from their mistake getting stuck in the heats. But let's move on to the semi-finals. Strigidae, Turtle, Mess, and Sky. All these marbles except Sky are currently in the relegation zone. So it's going to be quite an interesting heat here. Strigidae taking the lead. Sky makes a nice move past Turtle, and then Strigidae get the lead. But Strigidae and Turtle both pass them into the obstacle course section. Turtle taking the lead here. It's going to hold. Can Strigidae hold? Yes, they will. Mess and Sky seem to make contact there. They're both trying to get through the bump at the same time, allowing Strigidae to make it through and move on to the semi-final. Quite a close heat here overall. Turtle and Strigidae, nice moves there on Sky. And then they just held it nicely to the end. They will move on to the final. Sky and Mess are eliminated. Moving on to the second semi-final. This is a powerful one here. Pallet, Hive, Lavender, and Frostbite. Down they go. Hive takes the lead with Lavender there behind them. Frostbite also taking that path. Pallet taking the right. They fall behind the rest of them though as Lavender makes a nice move through there. Hive then jumps into the lead as Frostbite and Pallet are having lots of trouble. The Hive has trouble on the bumpers, but they manage to get through. Lavender manages to hold that second place spot. Frostbite and Pallet are eliminated. Very nice move there from Hive on the entrance to the obstacle course section. They got hung up on these bumpers for a bit, but luckily for them, they got through it quickly after that. Frostbite and Pallet were the ones eliminated here. Hive and Lavender will meet Strigaday and Turtle in the final. From 5th through 8th, Pallet does manage to take the 5th place spot. 11 points for them, followed by Mess, Sky, and Frostbite there down in 8th place. But here we are with the final. Lavender, Hive, Strigaday, and Turtle. Down they come for this final in Warriors Gauntlet. Lavender on the right side leads with Hive behind them, but Strigaday sneaks past them into the first place spot. They now have a very large lead. Lavender, Hive, and Turtle all having trouble here, and Strigaday is going to take it all the way for the gold medal. Hive gets second, Lavender bronze, and Strigaday wins gold in Warriors Gauntlet of the B Division. Here's where they took the lead in that off-road section. Very nicely done. And it was excellently held all the way to the end to win not only their first gold medal, but their first medal in general here in the Kolskor Marble Championship. Impressive performance there from Strigaday. Hive will get that silver medal there to add to their 2 golds from the last 2 events, and Lavender takes the bronze. With that event gone, for the first time this season, Frostbite has lost the lead with Hive's 2 gold medals from the last 2 events and now this silver overtaking them. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the standings, Wisp is now guaranteed to be relegated for Season 7 and will not have the chance to qualify for Season 8. As well as that, the top 4 marbles, Hive, Frostbite, Pallet, and Circus, are completely safe from relegation, with only Hive, Frostbite, and Pallet still able to win the Season 7 B Division. Next time, we will be returning to the A Division for the penultimate event of that division, Jousting. So I will see you then.